All right, where was I? It's been a minute. Heading out on a bit of an overnight adventure. Gonna drop a mate out at a camp spot on the way back, but hopefully get some sharks tonight. That's the plan. We have no idea what it's gonna be like. We're really cutting it fine. Got about an hour and a half of driving, plus a bit of a 4-wheel drive. It's nearly 4 o'clock. Got held back at work a little bit. So yeah, let's fuel up and get underway. Be interesting trip. We'll see how we go. Young fella I'm taking with me is keen as a bean, but he's very new, so hopefully we can teach him a few things, and then maybe you guys will learn some stuff while I'm teaching him along the way, and hopefully we can get it done. So I will see you when we're at the start of the 4-wheel drive track, probably. Peace. Ooh, sun's setting. Just let the tires down. Big Calvin. Keen or what?
Let's go.
Yoo! Nearly there. Jump back in the car, finish the 4-wheel drive track in, and we'll see you when we get to camp. Woo! She's a bit corrugated. Well, 6:10. We've arrived in the dark. Gonna get our little fishing set up, and then probably put our camp up over there on them rocks. Looks like the tide comes all the way up, and park the car up under that tree. But spirits are high. There's no weed. We're tucked right in the corner here, so should be a good night, and we'll see you when we've got everything sort of set up and we're away. Woo-hoo-hoo! Exciting. Okay, so we've got 2 rods in the water. Cheeky baits, I'll run you through what we've got on our rigs there. Calvin's just setting up the fire. Mate, run us through what you've got set up here.
The kindling,
yep.
Small kindling, big kindling, extra kindling, and super big kindling.
So we're sorted for that. And yeah, once we get things set up, I'll run you through the rigs that we're using, and run you through what bait and the setup we got going on for the night. So see you in a second. I'm going to use a bit of a forgotten technique on this one, and that's a slide bait. So I've got my old overhead reel here, Trinidad 30A, 50-pound mono with 50-pound braid underneath. So I've got about 600 meters of line all up on this. And then big Nari grapnel sinker, bugs. And that is tied to, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the camera. Oh my gosh, this little ring here. See if we can get Calvin to focus it for me. Sweet. All right. So what I do with that is I cast that out just the sinker, and I wait for the sinker to bury in the sand. And then from there, what that allows me to do is to send this big dog out. So there's no way I could cast that. And if I could, I mean, I'm not a huge bloke, so I'm gonna cast that like 30 meters max. Would be a good 500-600 grams or more. And I use this little clip, which has a spring on it, which clips on the line. And I'll be able to work that bait out to the sinker. I'll let the current do some of the work. We've sort of strategically positioned ourselves here. And then what the mono on the reel allows me to do is shake the rod, and that will work the bait all the way out. And it means I can get this monster bait, 70, 80, 90, as far as I can cast out there, and let it sit and hope that big South Coast bronzy smokes it. So we might get a little bit of footage of me sending that out, and then it's a waiting game from there. Okay, so we've cast the sinker out, let it settle, and now we'll show you how this bad boy works. So come with me. Keep coming down, man. All right, so get in here. So our sinker's out in the water, and now we just attach our clip by, twisting it around. This is quite difficult. Like that. And now It's attached on our line. Boom, and we're away. So all we need to do now down, boy. So it looks a bit weird, but now we shake the rod like this, and that spring is working the bait. It's already disappeared over the waves there. So what that's done, turn this around a bit, is use the stretch of the mono on that spring to seesaw the bait out. So now that it's out and it's below the water, because we're on quite a calm beach, it's just a matter of slowly stringing it like this. Try not to shine my headlamp on you, until the bait reaches the stopper all the way out the end. So yeah, I'll see you when I finish shaking it out, and hopefully we're on with a big bronze dog. You! Okay, well, the rods are set behind us. Calvin's gone to try and catch some more live baits. I've just finished shaking the slide bait out, so I've spent probably 4 or 5 minutes just pumping the rod, making sure that bait works its way the whole way out there. I'll get a bit more in the light. And let me adjust this. Come on, Marty. Oh my gosh, there we go. You might wonder, like, why not just use a drone, Ryan, you know? So much easier. You just drop your bait 200 meters out. Or why not just jump on a kayak and paddle baits out? And it's because, like, yeah, I could use a drone, no dramas. But if the weather conditions are raining or too windy offshore and don't allow me to use a drone, if I can slide bait, I can still fish. So it's a skill I feel like adds to my abilities as an angler. And if I just keep touching up on it every now and then, making sure I've got it dialed in, one day we'll head out with the drone. Batteries might die. Anyone who can't cast an overhead and slide a bait out is out. I'm still in the game. So no, it's just a handy little strategy and technique to have up your sleeve. You never know what might happen. They might ban drone fishing. Same with paddle baiting for kayaks. We all know what shark fishing is sort of, how do I say this? We all know the stigma shark fishing has associated with it at the moment. And I don't think, I've said it before, I don't think it's going to last very long as a sport. I think it'll get banned and very heavily regulated. So yeah, this gear looks way less offensive than a massive big overhead and half a tuna. But if I wanted to, I could still put half a tuna out on this, see? So yeah, just a little bit of thinking behind why I use some of these sort of dated techniques. And yeah, fingers crossed we can get some action. So far, it's just the stingray Calvin got, so might go set my tent up, make myself a feed, and report back if we have any action. Peace. Potential nibblage. She still there?
No.
It's been a very quiet night. Quiet and cold. Burley pot going. Live herring, and then way down there's the slide bait. Oh well, back to the fire. Well, yet another uneventful night on the south coast. One ray and one bite. That was it. Ridiculous. I'm just going to move the car up above the high tide mark now and then crash in the tent and cry myself to sleep, I guess. We'll see you guys again in the morning. Well, bright and early. Got up, Calvin's lit the fire. There's 3 or 4 whales, just can't really see them on the camera, but they're like right in close, like rocks in the water. Out along that headland there, Calvin's just scooting around, see if we can get a flathead. And yeah, might just do a little bit of light tackle fishing and then scoot home. Dead night once again, what can I say? Look, there's the whale. First light in the morning going out. Getting a bit sick of catching nothing, eh? Magic morning though. Heaps of whales out across the bay. Some of them are only about 100 metres off. Calvin had a live herring out all morning. I had a couple of smaller baits, but it is just dead. Might go for a cruise along the beach, have a look, see if we can't spot some schools of salmon, and then trek it home. So, unless you see me again, that'll be the end of this one. Another bloody fishless flog. I'm looking forward to finally catching something, I am not gonna lie. Anyway, peace out.